All right, what's up, my brothers? I was recently the witness of a murder to masculinity. Let me explain. I'm going to talk about betatization. I'm going to talk about exactly what I saw. And this is a huge mistake that fathers make on a regular basis. Men, pay very close attention. The reason why a lot of you guys are getting divorced and women are leaving you, which is 80% of the time, according to the statistics, is because these women aren't fond of you anymore. They're not keen of you, and it's because you're not leading and you're not setting boundaries. I'm going to tell you this story, this example that I saw with my own eyes, the murder of masculinity as I'm phrasing it. So here's what happened. I'm looking out this window and there's a couple getting into their vehicle. And here's what I see. The woman walks out with bitch resting face. If you don't know what that look is, I'll have my editor put up a picture so you can understand what it is that I'm talking about. She walks out, gets into the car. No problem. Then you see a man slowly walk out of the house. He then proceeds to walk towards the vehicle carrying the baby. He goes to the back of the car, opens the door, it's a Honda Civic, puts the baby in the seat, straps the baby in the seat. Again, this is all while mom is sitting in the front seat. Don't know if they're married or not, doesn't really matter. But he continues to strap in the child. Then I think to myself, wow, this is going downhill quick. It gets worse. After the baby's strapped in, he doesn't get in the front seat of the vehicle. He gets into the back seat behind the mom to look after or keep an eye on the baby, is what I'm assuming is what he's doing. This is an incredibly bad choice, man. This is not what women want. This is not what turns them on. This is not what breeds genuine burning desire, you know, women that want to be with men. Women want to be with a giant. They want to be with a winner. They want to be able to look up to you, and she's functionally unable to look up to you as a father and a man if you're behaving like a woman. Gentlemen, it's mom's job to take care of the baby. It really is, you know, for the most part. We live in a world today where we have a lot of these Mr. Moms out there that are taking on this burden, that are trying to help out a little bit more around the house, I think is what we're talking about. But I also wonder in the same token, you know, who's shoveling the driveway, who's cutting the grass, who's assembling the furniture when it comes in giant boxes. I'm pretty sure it's not mom. This guy functionally put himself in a category of the plugged-in beta male, sitting in the back seat, strapping in the child while mom drives. I've made a video before, I'll put a card up on the top right, talking about this new phenomenon where men are no longer leading and allowing their woman to drive the car, to drive them around. There really is no situation in which a woman should be driving you around. That card's up on the top right, watch it after this video. They say it's men's job to lead the relationship. That means that you must lead the relationship. That means that you must set some boundaries. That must mean that you are functionally in charge of transportation, that you are in charge of safely delivering you and your family to where you're going. The fact that he surrendered the driver's seat to mom, the fact that he surrendered the significance and the importance of childcare, the safety of the child, strapping the child into the back seat, sitting in the back with the child, is a strong indicator that he's a beta. Guys, I want to make it very, very clear to you. Do not put yourself in the beta male category. Do not behave like a plugged-in beta male. This was not the first instance in which a situation like this would have happened. This is not new to this guy. I suspect this is a long sequence of bad choices and bad events that he allowed to occur in the relationship, which led to him behaving like the mom and putting her in a position where she's functionally acting like the father, the protector, the leader of the relationship. And truthfully, guys, a lot of you right now are going, oh, Rich, it's a little harsh. Why are you so critical? Maybe these are just small details that don't really matter. You're a plugged-in beta male if that's what you're thinking. That's not what women want. Women want to be led, and you functionally cannot lead. You cannot be the leader in the household, the captain of the boat, if you surrender that position to her. You then become the passenger. Don't do it. Do not allow it. It is unattractive to women. They do not like it. It is not something that turns them on. It is certainly something that is bothersome to them. You'll hear a lot of women post-divorce when they're out dating, when they're sitting down doing the interview, talking to guys over dinner, and the guy's like, so what happened? You know, why aren't you married anymore? And she'll say something functionally like, you know, he was just a beta. He was just a loser. He couldn't keep a job down. He was whatever insult happens to tumble out of her mouth, but basically functionally puts him in a position where he's no longer respected, admired, valued, trusted in many cases. You know, a woman that truthfully trusts and loves a man, she will want him to drive the car, even if it's not his car. Maybe it's her car. I've often had my date come over, she'll park behind my vehicle, and going outside, okay, your car's in the way, we can either move it and take mine, or we can just hop in yours, it's warm, whatever. I literally have the keys thrown to me, and she'll get in the passenger seat without even saying anything. I don't play those games. And guys, If you want to lead the relationship, if you want to have a good marriage, if you want to reduce the chances of her untying the knot and leaving you and taking half of your stuff and alienating you from the kids and putting your kids in a precarious situation where they're around a strange male now who ends up spending more time with your kids than you end up, because again, women get custody 80% of the time, they become the primary caregivers. This is really, really problematic. And it starts with selection. It starts with making choices. If you make better choices in the relationship, if you select better ideas, better ideologies, better decisions, if you make better decisions, the selection process eliminates a lot of the problems for you, will minimize the chances of you going through betatization through 1,000 concessions. It starts with don't brush your teeth over there, you're going to get toothpaste on the carpet. Then it goes to put your white socks in a white hamper and the dark socks in a dark hamper. And then it goes to you fold the laundry, you do the laundry, and all of a sudden now you're assuming all the pink jobs in the household and you're giving up the blue jobs. To who? I don't know. Her dad, her, I have no idea. But the point being, guys, it's a really, really bad look. Women don't like it. You think you're doing something. Maybe you think you're making like an effort to try to contribute more. I know a lot of guys go through this notion of chore play where they end up doing more and more of the household chores, hoping to get better or more frequent intimacy that for most guys in most marriages is functionally like once or twice a month if they're lucky. Don't put yourself in that position, guys. It starts with selection. It starts with setting boundaries. It starts with leading and being the man and solving problems. It is incumbent upon you as a man to be the problem solver, to lead the relationship. Surrendering the driver's seat, surrendering the baby care ideas, if I can put it that way, to her, like just saying, don't worry about it, I'll take care of all those things. I couldn't imagine a woman sitting in the driver's seat with me in the back seat with a small child. The idea of that is insane to me. Why are you guys allowing yourselves to be put in this position where you look like a fool? You look like an idiot. Leave a comment below, pin in the top one. There's a opt-in to my email list where you can download the 21 red flags. It's free. It's a chapter from my book. You need to understand the 21 flags because this helps you make better decisions and select the right woman to invite into your life so that you can lead it and don't end up in a precarious situation where other people witness a murder of masculinity like this. See you guys in the next video. Peace out.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.